Uniting the nation. I'm Steve McMurray. Gary is off today.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
A lot to get to this morning, but first want to get right to the forecast. And a little bit of mixed precipitation on the ride home yesterday, and it's sort of hovering around those goofy temperatures where it might be ice, might be rain. What's going on?
Yes, so this morning it looks like all of us are just around and above freezing, so really shouldn't have any problems with the commute. The roads may just be a little bit wet, and we do dry out today, so shouldn't really be any problems, I think.
That's good to hear.
So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start this morning. Most of us in the 30s. We have 35 degrees in Little Falls, 36 degrees in Whitesboro, 37 degrees in Westmoreland. Much warmer than yesterday morning, and temperatures today will reach right near 40 degrees. So once again, mild weather continues for today. And at this point, all that mixed precipitation and that rain has cleared out. We do look to remain dry. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and it will remain dry for all of today. So once again, we start out with some clouds for this morning and afternoon, but some peaks of sunshine are definitely possible later on. Tomorrow we are going to be seeing widespread rain, but it looks to be short-lived. It looks to come in the morning and end in the early afternoon. We will dry out tomorrow evening, and looking ahead to the weekend, we remain nice and comfortable with sunshine and above average temperatures. So for today, expect clouds and a few peaks of sunshine later on. It will be breezy and mild again. I will be talking a little bit more about our weekend forecast coming up, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. Let's get right to it. In his second State of the Union,
the Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Mountain Ice Paint Gel.
Welcome back. We do look to remain mostly cloudy today with a few peaks of sunshine coming in later in the afternoon and evening, and we will be mostly cloudy tomorrow as rain looks to move in late morning into the early afternoon, but then we do dry out tomorrow night. Dry weather remains into next week. We will be seeing a few breaks in those clouds once again on Friday with some more sunshine coming in on Saturday. This weekend is actually looking pretty nice for February. Highs are going to be in the mid to upper 30s, and we are going to be seeing sunshine. Partly cloudy skies on Saturday and more sunshine on Sunday. Overnight lows get a little bit low, but overall I would say a pretty nice weekend for the beginning of February. And looking ahead, we are continuing to gain daylight in the morning. For today, the sun rises at 7:08 in the morning, but then next week it will rise before 7 o'clock. It will rise at 6:58, in 2 weeks 6:48, and then in a month 6:25 in the morning. So we are slowly gaining more daylight in the morning. Steve.
all right, that's good news for everybody. Well, some sad news to pass along.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are going to be seeing cloudy skies for most of today. It's going to remain mild again, though, with highs near 40. Let's take a look now at the Cappy Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. It is a little bit breezy outside at this point. It will remain breezy today once again, and we are going to be dry. We are dried out from yesterday. So heading out the door this morning, I would maybe grab my sunglasses. There is the possibility we could be seeing a few peaks of sunshine later this afternoon and for the evening commute, as well as the jacket. Definitely don't need the heavy winter coat because highs today are going to be near 40, which I think is pretty mild for the beginning of February, and maybe your rain boots because it is wet on the sidewalks and the roads this morning, and it will remain that way today because although we are going to be dry, melting snow is possible. Temperatures this morning already above freezing, it looks like. 36 degrees in Whitesboro and 35 degrees in Dowdeville and Little Falls. And looking to the south, 37 degrees in Cooperstown, in Sherburne, and in Norwich here this morning. And we are all dried out once again. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but we are seeing breezy conditions coming out of the west. So today is going to be very similar to yesterday with mild temperatures, breezy conditions, but we are going to be seeing some clouds in the morning and a few peaks of sunshine possible later in the day. So today, tomorrow, Friday, still going to remain a little bit windy. It does drop down to a breeze on Saturday as more comfortable weather comes in for this weekend. So today it's going to be dry. Tomorrow it is looking like we are going to be seeing widespread rain moving in the morning and early afternoon. We do dry out out tomorrow later in the afternoon and evening, though, and then we look to remain dry even into the beginning of next week. Really quiet weather is coming in, so after tomorrow, it does look to be dry even into the middle of next week. It looks to remain mild. This weekend looks very nice for February. Partly cloudy skies on Saturday, some extra sunshine on Sunday, and it's going to be even warmer on Sunday with highs near 40 and highs in the mid-30s on Saturday, but still for both days above average for this time of year. So for today, expect cloud cover. Highs are going to be near 40. It's going to be breezy but dry, and a few peaks of sunshine are possible later this afternoon and evening right before sunset. Tonight we remain cloudy with the low falling into the 20s, and tomorrow we start off cloudy and the rain looks to start to come in around 9 a.m. It looks to continue for the beginning of the afternoon, possibly some mixed precipitation in higher elevations and in the North Country, and then the rain looks to dry out by the evening with dry weather for the weekend and into next week. So for today, once again, expect cloud cover, a few peaks of sunshine later on. It will be breezy, highs near 40, and cloudy skies continue overnight. Rain moves in tomorrow. It looks to come in the morning and end in the later afternoon hours. Few areas of mixed precipitation are possible for higher elevations and the North Country. We will dry out to breezy conditions on Friday and a really nice weekend ahead. We'll be right back.
I'm Steve McMurray. Gary is off today.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
So what are we looking for today? Like I said, a mixed bag of everything yesterday. So what's on tap today?
So today we will dry out. We will be warm again. So we're already starting out above freezing this morning. We will reach near 40 and we'll just be dry today with cloudy skies.
All right, I can't believe it's February.
I know.
It seems like every time I'm filling in, we're talking about how warm it is. I don't know if it's coincidental or what. But
yes, it is very warm and it will remain warm even into next week.
Okay.
So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start this morning. All of us are above freezing. We have 36 degrees in Whitesboro, 35 degrees in Little Falls, and 37 degrees in Westmoreland. And we are all dried out this morning. This is our York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry conditions today. It does look to remain mostly cloudy with a few peaks of sunshine later on. It also is going to be a little bit breezy today. Highs are going to be near 40 degrees. Tomorrow, all of us are going to be seeing some rain. That looks to come in the morning and afternoon, and we will dry out for the later afternoon and evening. There is a possibility it could be starting out as a wintry mix for some of us, especially higher elevations and up in the North Country, but at this point it looks to remain rain as we remain mild. And looking into the weekend, nice and comfortable with some sunshine in the forecast. So for today, expect clouds, a few peaks of sunshine later on. It will be breezy and mild. I will be talking a little bit more about our weekend forecast coming up, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, the Herkimer County Humane Society.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. This morning we are measuring 35 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. So we are above freezing, but it does feel a little bit cooler because it is breezy. That breeze is starting to pick up and it will be a little bit windy today, but it still is going to remain pretty mild. Highs today will be right near 40 degrees and that continues into tomorrow and into Friday. We cool down a little bit for the weekend, but into next week, highs will jump right back up into the mid-40s for both Monday and Tuesday so far. So far we have been seeing really mild weather and it does look to remain dry after tomorrow. The sidewalks this morning may be a little bit wet and they will continue to be wet today because we did see precipitation last night, and since we will be above freezing, melting snow is possible throughout the day. Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. Texas is suing over new federal guidance focused on abortion.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are going to be seeing dry conditions today. It is still going to remain pretty mild and dry. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. Roads may be a little bit wet this morning. We did see some precipitation last night. We are going to dry out today, but melting snow is going to continue as our temperatures remain above average. So heading out the door, I would maybe grab the sunglasses. It is going to be cloudy today, but a few peaks of sunshine are possible later later in the afternoon and evening. Maybe just the jacket because it is going to be pretty mild once again today, and possibly the rain boots since the roads and the sidewalks are going to remain wet. And temperatures this morning are already above freezing for most of us. We have 36 degrees in Whitesboro and 37 degrees in Westmoreland. And looking to the south, 33 degrees in Schenevus and 36 degrees in Hamilton and Sherburne. High temperatures today will reach right near 40 degrees, but it is going to be a little bit windy. We will remain windy for today through Friday as unsettled weather picks up tomorrow. And then we drop down for a breeze for both Saturday and Sunday over this weekend. We are tracking dry conditions now. This is our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, and we are all dried out today, but the weak disturbance that moved through yesterday did leave behind a little bit of a wind speed coming in from the west, so it is going to be windy, but we will remain dry and pretty mild for the day. Tomorrow, rain looks to return. It looks to see widespread rain in the morning and afternoon tomorrow. We do dry out tomorrow night, and we will remain dry for Friday and for the rest of the weekend. The weekend overall looks pretty pleasant for the first week of February. Saturday and Sunday, we will be seeing sunshine on both days. A little bit warmer on Sunday as well, with highs in the upper 30s. But for both these days, we will be seeing above average temperatures for this time of year. So for the rest of today, expect cloud cover. We will be seeing windy conditions, highs near 40. And later in the afternoon and evening, a few peaks of sunshine are possible. Tonight, we remain cloudy overnight, and tomorrow morning we start out dry, but around 9-10 a.m. we start to see widespread rain move in. There's a possibility to see a wintry mix as well for higher elevations and the North Country, and that widespread rain does look to continue into the afternoon, drying out for tomorrow evening. So for today, expect cloudy skies. A few peaks of sunshine come in later in the afternoon and evening. It's going to be a little bit windy with highs near 40. And tonight we drop down into the 20s with cloudy skies. So for tomorrow, widespread rain looks to come in the morning and afternoon. We dry out tomorrow evening, and dry and mild weather continues into next week, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot. And we'll have a look at your top stories coming up right after. Gary is off today.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
A lot to get to this morning, but let's get right to the forecast so you can better plan your day. And what are we looking like out there today?
So today, once again, it's going to be very mild. Actually, these warmer temperatures continue into next week, and we are going to be dry today, so it's good.
It is good for that, but we talked before about if you're a snowmobiler or a skier, it's been a really mild winter, so
yes,
maybe there's some brightness on the horizon, and we'll have to see. Let's see.
We'll have to see, but it looks like into next week we will be seeing high temperatures near 40 or in the 40s, so it's pretty warm.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's take a look now at the temperatures this morning. Already above freezing, we have 36 degrees in Whitesboro, 35 degrees in Little Falls, and 37 degrees in Westmoreland. High temperatures today will reach near 40, and we are going to be dry, so we are all dried out from yesterday. This is our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, but we will be seeing cloudy skies for today. So we are going to be seeing clouds today. A few peaks of sunshine are definitely possible later into the afternoon. Widespread rain makes a return for tomorrow. It looks like we are going to be seeing rain in the morning and afternoon. It is the possibility it could be a wintry mix for areas of higher elevation and up north, but we dry out from this tomorrow night, and dry weather, mild weather continues into the weekend and even into next week. So for today, expect cloudy skies, windy conditions, highs near 40, and a few peaks of sunshine possible later. I will be talking a little bit more about our weekend forecast coming up, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. Let's get right to it. In his second State of the Union,
The Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Mountain Ice Paint Gel.
Welcome back. We are going to be mostly cloudy today, but a few peaks of sunshine are possible later in the day. And mostly cloudy skies come back in for tomorrow because we are going to be seeing widespread rain in the morning and afternoon. We do dry out for tomorrow night and Friday, but still mostly cloudy on Friday. A few peaks of sunshine are possible, and then sunshine comes in for Saturday and for Sunday. So for the weekend, it's actually looking pretty nice for February. It's looking very mild with highs on Saturday in the mid-30s and on Sunday in the upper 30s. We are going to be seeing partly cloudy skies on Saturday and a little bit more sunshine on Sunday. Sunday. So overall, pretty mild for February and comfortable. And we also are going to be seeing more daylight come in the morning. Today, our sun rises at 7:08 in the morning, so still after 7 a.m. But next week, it will rise right before 7 in the morning. 2 weeks from now at 6:48 in the morning, and then even a month before 6:30 in the morning. So we are going to slowly be seeing more daylight in the morning. Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. Well, some sad news to pass along this morning.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are all dried out for today. We are going to remain mild, though, with highs near 40. Let's take a look now at our Mountain Ice Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. Cloudy skies for most of today. A few peaks of sunshine are possible later. And once again, it is going to be a little bit windy. But we are already starting out pretty mild this morning. According to our sky watchers, most of us are above freezing already. 36 degrees in Deerfield, in Clinton, and in Westdale. And looking to the south, we have 36 degrees in Cooperstown and West Lawrence, and 35 degrees in Evanston and Milford. High temperatures today will reach right near 40 degrees, but once again, a little bit windy for today and tomorrow and Friday. Tomorrow, the wind comes in due to our next chance of rain moving through, lingers a little bit into Friday, and then breezy conditions come in for a nice and comfortable weekend. On our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, once again, all dried out from yesterday. Dry conditions at this point, but that disturbance did leave behind a little bit of a wind coming in from the west. So dry today. We are looking at widespread rain to come in tomorrow morning and afternoon. It does dry out in the evening, and dry weather continues for the end of the week into the weekend and even into next week. This weekend is looking nice and comfortable, especially for the beginning of February. Very mild. The mild temperatures seem to continue into next week. We are looking at partly cloudy skies on Saturday, highs in the mid-30s, a little bit warmer on Sunday and a little bit more sunshine with highs near 40. So for today, expect cloud cover for today. It's going to be a little bit windy. Highs are going to be near 40, and a few peaks of sunshine are possible this afternoon and evening. Tonight, the clouds come back in with the low in the 20s, and tomorrow it looks like widespread rain comes in the morning, and it looks to continue through the afternoon. It is possible to see a wintry mix in higher elevations and in the North Country, and we all dry out tomorrow evening. So for today, expect cloud cover. A few peaks of sunshine are possible later. It's going to be a little bit windy with highs near 40. And tonight we drop to a low into the 20s. Tomorrow, widespread rain comes in for the morning and afternoon. We dry out in the evening. We remain breezy into Friday, and a nice and comfortable weekend ahead, Steve.
All right, so a pretty mild stretch continues. All right,
Yes.
thanks a lot, Hannah. Well, be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us. I'm Steve McMurray. Gary is off today.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And so what are we looking like today? Like I said, yesterday was a mixed bag. Even that mixed precipitation was sort of dicey on the way home. But what's going on today?
Yes, so we are all dried out today from that. We are going to be cloudy, but it's going to be mild again with temperatures near 40, and it looks to even remain mild into next week.
Okay, there you go.
So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are all above freezing. We have 36 degrees in Whitesboro, 35 degrees in Little Falls, and 37 degrees in Westmoreland. Highs today will reach near 40 degrees once again, so mild for February, and we are all dried out. This is our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. We will be tracking dry conditions today, but it is going to be just a little bit windy. We are also going to be seeing extra cloud cover. Some sun is possible later this afternoon and evening. Widespread rain makes a return for tomorrow. It looks to be in the morning and afternoon. We do dry out in the evening, and looking ahead to the weekend, nice and comfortable. We remain above average, and even into next week, we remain above average. So for today, expect cloudy skies, a few peaks of sunshine possible later. A little bit of a windy condition and temperatures reaching near 40. I will be talking a little bit more about our weekend forecast coming up, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, the Herkimer County.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. We are already starting out pretty mild this morning. 36 degrees is being measured at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome, but it does feel a little bit cooler because it is a little bit breezy and it will remain windy today. But the mild weather looks to continue even into next week. Near 40 for both today and tomorrow, and in the low 40s on Friday for the high temperature. We do cool down a little bit over the weekend, but then looking ahead into Monday and Tuesday of next week, highs will even be in the lower to mid 40s. So the mild weather looks to continue. That means melting snow this morning and today. The sidewalks and the roads may be a little bit wet from the rain yesterday, but then it will continue for today because snow will continue to melt. Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. Texas is suing
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are going to be seeing cloudy skies this morning and today, but it is still going to remain mild. Let's take a look now at our Mountain Ice Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We see cloudy skies to start this morning. It is possible to see a few peaks of sunshine later in the day, but it does look to remain mostly cloudy and it does get a little bit windy. So Nala and her neighbor are saying hi this morning. They can clearly see each other. Today she is saying hi to Alaska. They are a little bit upset though because they're not going to be seeing any sunshine today, but a few peaks of sunshine are possible later, and it is going to be very mild for February with highs near 40. So according to our sky watchers this morning, already most of us are above freezing. We have 35 degrees in New Hartford and 36 degrees in Deerfield, Clinton, and in Westdale. Looking to the south, we have 37 degrees in Lawrence and in Morris, and 35 degrees in Milford and in Evanston. But once again, a wind speed is going to pick up today. It is going to be a little bit windy for today through Friday as we see unsettled weather tomorrow, and the wind from it lingers a little bit into Friday. But the weekend looks to get nice and comfortable, and the wind drops down and it looks to see sunshine return over the weekend. So here's our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry conditions here this morning. We are all dried out from the unsettled weather yesterday, but it did leave behind a little bit of a wind coming out of the west, so it is going to feel a little bit windy today with cloudy skies. But we are going to remain dry. Our next rain looks to come in tomorrow. It will be widespread in the morning and afternoon. We do dry out tomorrow evening, though. We remain dry for Friday, still seeing cloudy skies with sunshine returning for the weekend. Overall, this weekend coming up is looking very nice for February, above average temperatures. Saturday, we will be in the mid-30s, partly cloudy skies, and a little bit extra sunshine on Sunday. Highs are going to be near 40, so overall above average, mild, especially for the beginning of February, and nice and comfortable. So for today, expect cloudy skies, windy conditions, highs near 40. A few peaks of sunshine are possible this afternoon and evening, and overnight, cloudy skies continue with the low in the 20s. Tomorrow morning, we start to see widespread rain come in around 9-10 a.m. It looks to remain widespread for the rest of the afternoon, possibly a wintry mix for higher elevations and for the North Country, as you can see here, but it looks to come to an end tomorrow evening. So for today, expect cloudy skies, a few peaks of sunshine later, a little bit of a wind speed, and highs near 40. As for tonight, we remain cloudy with a low in the 20s. Widespread rain looks to come in tomorrow morning and afternoon. We dry out tomorrow evening. We remain breezy on Friday, but looking into the weekend, a nice and comfortable weekend ahead, Steve.
All right, so a pretty calm day today after it was sort of messy yesterday.
Yes, it's going to just be cloudy.
All right, well, it could be worse. All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. Still ahead on Sunrise, one man throwing his ass.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve McMurray. Gary is off today.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
A lot to get to this morning, but we want to get right to the forecast so you can better plan your day. So what are we looking at today?
So today we are all dried out from yesterday, but we will remain cloudy, and it's still going to be mild even into next week. Temperatures near and in the low 40s.
All right, the trend continues then.
Yes, it does continue. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start this morning. Already above freezing, we have 35 degrees in Whitesboro and Little Falls, and 37 degrees in Westmoreland. High temperatures today will reach right near 40 degrees, and we are going to remain dry. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry conditions for today, but it is going to be cloudy. A few peaks of sunshine are possible later in the day. So for today, expect clouds with a few peaks of sunshine possible later. Also going to be a little bit windy. Widespread rain makes a return for tomorrow in the morning and afternoon. We do dry out tomorrow evening, and we look to remain dry into next week. We look to remain mild into next week as well, with a nice and comfortable weekend ahead. So for today, expect clouds with a few peaks of sunshine later. Windy with highs near 40. I will be talking a little bit more about the weekend forecast coming up, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. Let's get right to it. In his second.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are going to be seeing cloudy skies for today, but it's still going to remain mild with highs near 40. Let's take a look now at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. A little bit windy today as well. We can see that flag blowing. The roads may be still a little bit wet this morning, and they will continue to be damp throughout the day because highs are going to be near 40. Snow will continue to melt. According to our Skywatchers this morning, most of us are already above freezing. We have 36 degrees in Deerfield and Clinton and in Westdale. And looking to the south, we have 35 degrees in Milford and Embaston and 37 degrees in Lawrence and in Morris. Highs are going to be near 40, but it is going to be a little bit windy for both today, tomorrow, and Friday. But much more comfortable wind conditions do come in for the weekend, and into next week they drop down to just a little bit of a breeze. But the good news is we will be dry today. Here's our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, all dried out from the rain and the mixed precipitation we did see last night. Roads may still be a little bit wet this morning and today, and that weak disturbance did leave behind a little bit of a wind coming out of the west. Dry today, and we are going to be seeing widespread rain make a return tomorrow. It looks to come in the morning into the afternoon, and we will be dry by the evening. Dry weather continues for Friday, Saturday, and even into the middle of next week. Looking ahead, this weekend is going to be very nice for the beginning of February. Highs on Saturday in the mid-30s with partly cloudy skies, and on Sunday right near 40 with a little bit extra sunshine. So overall, a nice pleasant weekend ahead, and even into next week we will continue to trend warmer. So for today, expect cloudy skies. It's going to be warmer though with highs near 40, and we are going to be seeing windy conditions. This afternoon, a few peaks of sunshine are definitely possible, but then cloudy skies continue for tonight with the low in the 20s. Widespread rain looks to make a return tomorrow around 9-10 a.m. A wintry mix is possible for areas of higher elevation and up north, but that rain does look to continue into the afternoon. We will be drying out by the evening. So for today, expect cloudy skies, a few peaks of sunshine possible in the afternoon and evening. It's going to be a little bit windy with highs near 40, and tonight we will drop down into the 20s with cloudy skies. Widespread rain returns for tomorrow morning and afternoon. Highs are going to be near 40 once again. On Friday, we do dry out, but a little bit of a breeze is left over from tomorrow. It's still going to be on the warmer side. A nice and comfortable weekend comes in with some sunshine. Very nice for the beginning of February, and we are going to continue to trend mild into next week.
Let's look at your forecast. Sort of messy last night, but a lot better today. Let's get a first check of the forecast with meteorologist Hannah Evans. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Steve. We are tracking warmer weather today and dry conditions with some sunshine. So right now we're measuring 39 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. It does feel a little bit cooler though because it is windy today, and we are seeing a lot of high-level clouds. So it may look a little bit hazy outside, but really we are just seeing some high-level clouds with some sunshine peeking out. So we are dry at this point on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, and we will remain dry for the rest of the day with widespread rain returning tomorrow. So some sunshine for the rest of this afternoon, pretty warm with temperatures near 40 at this point. Widespread rain comes in for the morning and afternoon tomorrow. We do dry out tomorrow evening, and then into the weekend, dry weather, comfortable weather with some sunshine is expected. So for today, expect partly sunny skies, highs reaching right near 40 degrees, but it is going to be a little bit windy. I will be talking a little bit more about our weekend forecast coming up, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. A local restaurant.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking some sunshine with partly sunny skies, and it is pretty warm with temperatures near 40. Let's take a look now at our mountain ice tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We are seeing some blue skies at this point. Overall, pretty pleasant day outside. A little bit windy, but we are very warm for the beginning of February. So Nala and her neighbor Alaska here today are really happy that we are seeing some sunshine so they can lay out in the window and feel the sun on them. We are going to be seeing partly sunny skies for the rest of the day. The roads may be a little bit wet though because we are going to continue to see melting snow as we are still above freezing. Skywatchers have us all in the 30s, right near 40s at this point. 40 degrees in Clinton and 39 degrees in Otsego. Overall above average for this time of year, but it may feel a little bit cooler outside because it is a little bit windy, and the wind looks to remain through Friday, where it will feel much more comfortable over the weekend as it does just drop to a breeze. So we are tracking dry conditions here now on our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and a little bit of a wind coming out of the west, but overall very pleasant day ahead. And make sure you enjoy today because we are going to be seeing some rain tomorrow. It is very likely we are going to be seeing widespread rain for tomorrow morning and afternoon. We do look to dry out for tomorrow evening, and then we see a nice stretch of dry weather coming in for the end of the week, the weekend, even into the middle of next week. So for this weekend, it's actually going to be very nice and comfortable. A little bit cooler on Saturday with highs in the mid-30s and partly cloudy skies, and some extra sunshine on Sunday, a little bit warmer as well with highs near 40. So I would say overall, really nice weekend to be outside, especially for the beginning of February. On our Skycast here today, we are seeing a lot of upper level clouds. You may see like a little bit hazy outside right now, but we are seeing partly sunny skies, a little bit of a wind, and we are pretty warm. Tonight, clouds move back in. We will be seeing lows fall into the 20s, and then we see widespread rain look to come in around 8, 9 a.m. tomorrow. It is possible it is a wintry mix for the North Country and higher elevations due to temperatures being right around freezing at this time, but it does look to remain as rain for the Mohawk Valley and south. It does continue through the afternoon and then dries out by tomorrow evening. So for today, expect highs right near 40. At this point, we are seeing a few peaks of sunshine. It's overall pretty pleasant outside, and we will be seeing some clouds move back in overnight, and we will cool down a little bit more. Widespread rain moves in for tomorrow morning and afternoon. We dry out tomorrow night for dry conditions on Friday and some sunshine over the weekend. Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. Well, RFA took to the ice last. Let's see what else is going on over in the Weather Center with meteorologist Hannah Evans. Hannah, good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon, Steve. We are tracking warmer weather today and some sunshine out right now. Temperatures are right near 40. So right now we have 39 degrees being measured at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. It does feel a little bit cooler though because it is a bit windy. That's left over from the system that moved through yesterday, but we are tracking dry conditions and partly sunny skies. This is our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and we will be dry for the rest of the day. So some sunshine occurring at this point. We are seeing some high level clouds in some areas, so it may look a little bit hazy, but partly sunny skies can be expected for the rest of the day. A little bit windy, but warm. Widespread rain actually comes in for tomorrow. That is our next chance of rain. It looks to be in the morning and afternoon, and then dry out tomorrow evening. Then we see a nice stretch of dry weather through the middle of next week, and a nice comfortable weekend ahead with sunshine. So for today, expect partly sunny skies, highs right near 40 with windy conditions. I will be talking a little bit more about our weekend forecast coming up, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks a lot. The Herkimer County Humane Society.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking warmer weather today and partly sunny skies. Overall, pretty pleasant day outside. Let's take a look now at our mountain ice tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We are seeing some blue skies, finally some sunshine across central New York, and warmer than average temperatures. We are right near 40 degrees. According to our sky watchers, all of us are above freezing. Most of us are near 40 degrees in the mid-30s up north, but we do have 40 degrees in Clinton and 39 degrees in Otsego. It's a little bit windy outside, so it is feeling a little bit cooler than the actual temperature. The wind looks to remain for tomorrow and Friday, but then weather gets more comfortable for the weekend as we just drop down for a breeze for Saturday and Sunday. So here is our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry conditions right now. We are going to continue to see dry conditions for the rest of the day, but it is a little bit windy coming out of the west. So once again, it may feel a little bit cooler than the actual temperature outside. Make sure to enjoy the nice weather today with that sunshine, that warmer weather, because it is pretty likely we are going to be seeing some rain tomorrow. Widespread rain looks to come in the morning and afternoon. We do look to dry out in the evening. And then after tomorrow, a nice stretch of dry weather continues and even into the middle of next week. And looking ahead to our weekend, it looks very nice for the beginning of February. Partly cloudy skies on Saturday, a little bit cooler with highs in the mid-30s, but that's still above average for this time of year. And on Sunday, we get warmer with more sunshine. So a little bit extra sunshine on Sunday. Highs are going to be right near 40 degrees. So overall, a very nice weekend for the middle of winter and the beginning of February. For the rest of today, we will continue to see partly sunny skies. We're seeing a lot of high-level clouds in some areas, so it may look a little bit hazy outside with that sunshine, but overall, a very nice day to get outside, go for a walk, or anything like that. Just a little bit windy as well. We see clouds come in once again tonight with a low in the 20s, so it does get a little bit chilly overnight. Tomorrow we start out dry with some rain coming in around 8, 9 a.m. and that looks to be widespread, possibly a wintry mix as well for higher elevations and up north. We will continue to see that rain until later tomorrow evening. That's when we will dry out. So for today, expect partly sunny skies, a little bit windy. Highs are near 40, and tonight we will be seeing a low in the 20s with clouds coming back in. Rain comes in for tomorrow morning and afternoon. We dry out tomorrow evening. We remain dry for Friday with cloudy skies, and some sunshine and pleasant weather comes in for the weekend. Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks a lot. Lithium battery fires.
Tonight we bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Absolutely gorgeous afternoon. I enjoyed the sun. I hope you got a chance to get out.
Surprise.
Yeah.
We were expecting sunshine, but it happened a lot sooner, and hopefully nobody was upset about that.
Not at all.
We are looking at some pretty nice weather here this evening. Skies remain mostly clear, and the weather looks fine. If you're heading out and about, live look at the York Hill Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We made it to 42 today. Current temperature is 39, so we're above freezing. It's just amazing how much warmer it feels when the sun is out. By the way, that sun, it's a lot stronger in February compared to December and January. Our weather headlines: clouds return tonight. We are tracking widespread rain tomorrow. It might start out as a very brief wintry mix north and east of Utica, but it's mostly rain for the majority of the area. Sunnier days ahead. We're looking at the long range, and I think we're going to see more sunshine over the next 7 days than we have over probably the entire month of January. Tonight, looking at increasing clouds, temperatures drop into the mid-30s. A look at your forecasts coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A thruway exit ramp was backed up earlier.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We continue to track a lovely evening here in Central New York. Let's have a live look outside. A beautiful sunset taking place from our CapV tower camera as we look towards the southwest this evening. Again, a lovely sky. It's dry. Temperatures are above freezing. Turned out to be a lovely day. The weather will stay dry tonight. Live look at the York Hill Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Nothing doing. Temperatures again in the 30s. Most of us are above freezing. Even a few places still in the 40s. Whitesboro 40 degrees. Westmoreland 41. Dollinsville 40. Little Falls 41. Across Southern Valleys. Cooperstown 42, Schenevus 37, and Sherburne checking in with 42. So melting snow today, especially in the lower elevations. If you're taking the dog out for a walk this evening, temperatures will generally remain above freezing. Looks like a pleasant evening to go for a walk. Tonight's featured dog is Dixie from New Hartford. If you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. That's where you can go to post pictures of your dogs. That I'll be using for this segment throughout the newscast. So we look at the radar and satellite image. We've got pretty quiet weather across central New York. We saw clouds this morning giving way to sunshine. Our next weather maker comes in from the southwest tonight. That will bring us more clouds overnight, but then we'll see a cold rain as we head into Thursday. Let's time it out. Tonight, the weather looks pretty quiet, increasing clouds. And that's going to keep temperatures from free falling. We will drop down into the 20s. We start out Thursday morning at 7 a.m. with overcast skies. It's a dry start to your day. Your morning commute should be dry. By the mid to late morning, some precipitation arrives. This could start out as a brief wintry mix. That would be snow, sleet, and/or freezing rain north and east of Utica. So only parts of the area could see this for just a couple hours, just enough to make things slippery, mainly secondary roads. The majority of the area is expected to be above freezing, so it's mainly a cold rain. Even in the pockets that do see that wintry mix, it turns over to rain in these areas too as we head throughout the afternoon as temperatures warm up. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s later in the afternoon. Tomorrow night, a cold front arrives, and that's going to bring some snow showers into the area as we head into Friday morning. Cloudy skies throughout Friday afternoon with a few flurries. Temperatures will be cooler with highs in the upper 30s. Rainfall as we head into the day tomorrow. We're expecting a general ½ inch to an inch of rainfall. This is beneficial. We have not had a lot of snow so far this winter. As we continue to get these rainfall events, these are the things that add into the water table and prevent us from being concerned about a drought as we head into the spring. Tonight, cloudy skies, low of 24. Tomorrow, cloudy, cold rain. Again, watch out for a few icy spots north and east of Utica briefly in the morning, but again, we're looking at temperatures in the low 40s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Flurries, breezy conditions Friday, high 42. Saturday, Sunday, the weather looks nice. It's colder on Saturday, but it should be a pretty nice weekend. And the weather early next week looks mild. We're looking at a stretch of weather into the 40s with some sunshine Monday and Tuesday, and then clouds and showers looking ahead to Wednesday. Probably the most unusual thing, or at least the thing that we haven't seen the most of, consecutive days of sunshine.
I'm sure you have a graphic for that because we've all seen the gray graphic.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that in the next half hour.
All right, perfect. Sounds good. Thank you, Bill. It's a popular new show, Upside Down Right Now, with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. You got to spend some time and be a professor over at Behringer Road.
Yeah, I got to speak to the entire third grade. There were like 150 kids here, or over 100 kids here. I want to give them a shout out this evening. We talked about the weather. We went through all the different types of weather and severe weather safety. They had a lot of questions about tornadoes and hurricanes. We even did a demonstration of how weather satellites are able to see the same spot on the planet as they orbit around the Earth. So a big shout out to them. Cloud cover. We have seen some sunshine today. The last couple of days have been sunnier than the past 2 weeks. We could thank the February sunshine for finally starting to break through. As the sun angle gets higher, it allows the air to just move around a lot more in the lower atmosphere, which helps to break apart some of the low-level cloudiness. Our sunset time continues to increase, as well as the sunrise time. In fact, our sunrise next week will be before 7 a.m. And here's a look at how daylight changes over the next couple of weeks. Dry out there this evening, but we are tracking some rain for tomorrow. We're timing the rain and how much we can expect across the area, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. 100 million.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. It turned out to be a beautiful day today. Lots of sunshine, and we're still looking at clear skies and a pleasant evening as we take a live look at our Mountain Ice Oneonta Tower camera. Lovely sunset taking place this evening. Still seeing twilight outside at 10 to 6 as our days continue to get longer. Again, we noticed the increase in daylight the most in the months of February and March as we approach the first day of spring here in a few weeks. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet across the area. Temperatures are generally above freezing, at least for now. Barneville 36 degrees, Norway 37, Schuyler 34, Boonville 36, Clinton with 39 degrees. Across Southern Valleys, we've got Cooperstown at 38, Morris 42, Helen and Cassville 36, and Kirsten and Whitesboro with 40. Temperatures do fall below freezing tonight. We've seen some melting snow today, so any standing water on untreated surfaces could turn slippery overnight. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar again clearing out today thanks to high pressure working in. This is our next weather maker. This area of rain will be heading into the northeast tomorrow, and it looks to bring a cold rain to our area. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast. Tonight we're dry. We'll notice clouds thickening up again. Overnight lows drop into the upper 20s. We start out tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. with cloudy skies. It's dry for your morning commute, but during the late morning, some rain starts to arrive. This could start out as a wintry mix, that being snow, sleet, and/or freezing rain north and east of Utica. There's a small window of that happening, just enough to make things a little bit slippery east of the Mohawk Valley. But everybody is expected to see rain for the most part as we head into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening as temperatures climb into the upper 30s. Tomorrow night, the weather stays unsettled with more scattered rain and snow showers. It does get colder on Friday, and it turns windy later in the day with some flurries in the morning. Temperatures climb into the 30s under mostly cloudy skies. We're expecting a general ½ inch to an inch of rainfall. And again, we haven't had a lot of snow this winter season, but we've been getting these rainfall events. The water table is doing pretty well. We're not concerned about any long-term droughts with the amount of rain that we've been getting so far this winter. Cloudy tonight, down to 24. Tomorrow, we're looking at rain, a temperature of 43. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunshine as we head into the weekend. It's colder on Saturday, but not too cold, a high of 31. Low 40s here Sunday. Looks like a beautiful day. Some sunshine continues into early next week. How about temperatures consistently in the 40s as we head into early next week with more rain possible on Wednesday? We'll be right back.
At 6, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Gorgeous sunset behind me here, Bill. Great day, too.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Lots of sunshine earlier this afternoon. Temperatures have climbed into the 40s earlier today, so some melting snow. Temperatures remain above freezing for most of the area this evening. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Current temperature is 37 degrees with mainly clear skies. We're dry tonight. Clouds will return to the area overnight, and our next weather maker arrives tomorrow. It's mostly rain. It might start out as a wintry mix north and east of Utica, but for most of us, it's a cold rain, and we're looking at temperatures tomorrow afternoon climbing above freezing. Lots more sunny days in the forecast as we look ahead compared to what we've been dealing with most of January. Increasing clouds this evening, temperatures in the 30s, but again, a generally dry and pleasant evening is expected. We're tracking when the rain arrives tomorrow and how much we can expect across the area. And that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. $100 million in state.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Nice to see the sunshine out today in abundance. And we are looking at clear skies this evening. Some clouds will be returning to the area as our next weather maker approaches. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Cooperstown. And again, just a lovely evening. There's very little wind out there. And we're looking at dry conditions. If you're heading out and about, maybe running some errands, going out to dinner, the weather looks great this evening. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Temperatures are generally above freezing. We saw some melting snow today. Middleville 41 degrees, Frankfort 40, Old Forge 35. We're on Southern Valleys. Edmonston 36, Cooperstown 38, Milford 34, and Carroll and Worcester checking in with 39 degrees. Our next weather maker approaches from the southwest. This area of low pressure will be lifting to the north and east. It tracks to our west, which means we are going to be on the milder side, relatively speaking, which means this is a rain maker as opposed to a snow maker. Looking at our Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, it's dry. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 20s. Your morning commute tomorrow does look dry. Temperatures will be right around freezing. The initial batch of precipitation starts out as a wintry mix in areas north and east of Utica. That means in addition to rain, there could be some snow, sleet, and/or freezing rain. It could be just enough to make things slippery in the eastern Mohawk Valley. Most of us, though, you can see temperatures generally above freezing, and most of us start with a cold rain, and it stays a cold rain. Even the areas that do see a wintry mix will see a transition to rain throughout Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. Scattered rain showers Thursday night. Temperatures will be above freezing. On Friday, it does get colder and some lingering snow showers will be taking place with cloudy skies and temperatures in the 30s. It looks windy Friday afternoon. That'll put a chill in the air. We will get a chance to clear out as we start the weekend. Rainfall for tomorrow. We're expecting to pick up about ½ inch to an inch of rain. And although we haven't had a whole lot of snow, we talked about the snowfall deficit being more than 2 feet. We've been getting a lot of these rain events in the wintertime. And so long as we're getting some precipitation, like events like these, that will keep us from going into a drought in the springtime. Cloudy skies tonight, low temperature of 24 degrees. Tomorrow, a cloudy and generally wet day, temperatures in the low 40s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Some flurries, windy on Friday, 42 degrees. A chilly Saturday, but the weather for the most part stays above average. You're looking at highs in the 40s with sunshine. So you look ahead to Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. Jason.
Bill, thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6, an update on the status of girls basketball. Bill Curtis. It's been a while since we've seen this one, but you have good news on the other side of this graphic, a cloud cover.
We've had more sunshine in the last 3 days than we've had in almost the last 3 weeks. We're starting to see the difference here with the February sunshine. And going forward, we're going to get some cloud cover tomorrow. But we will see some brighter days ahead once we get through tomorrow, of course. Things are looking quiet on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Turned out to be a nice day today. Clouds are going to start to move in tonight. It's going to keep the temperatures from cooling much further going forward. We're sitting at 26 degrees. We'll drop down into the low 20s tonight under increasing clouds. Tomorrow, we've got a rainmaker on the way. We're tracking when the rain arrives, how much rain is expected, and some sunshine as we look into the weekend and beyond. A look at that mild forecast that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. President Biden's support.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look outside. This is our Cavy Tower Cam. Today's weather pretty nice, and the weather's pretty nice tonight. We do have some clouds on the way that will keep temperatures from free falling. We're already in the 20s. We won't get too much colder going forward. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet across the region. Sidewalks could be a little bit icy tomorrow morning as we have some sleet, freezing rain possible north and east of Utica. But for the most part, it's just going to be a wet day tomorrow. There will be more melting snow as our next weather system arrives. Temperatures will continue to trend above average as we head into the next 7 days. Our average high this time of the year is 30. The average low is 15, and we are going to be well above that. The only day that'll be similar to the average is Saturday. Otherwise, we are going to be in a early February thaw. And again, that's going to continue. As we look at the radar and satellite image, we have a western runner, an area of low pressure. You can see the rain taking place with this. The center of this storm is going to pass to our west. And as it does so, it's going to bring a south wind into central New York. That's going to keep this rain. Usually when storms go to the east, they tend to bring more snow. When they go to the west, it tends to be rain or in some cases ice. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, cloudy skies tonight, overnight lows again in the 20s. We start out tomorrow morning dry if you're leaving at 7 a.m. Cloudy skies, temperatures right around freezing. The leading edge of this precipitation could start out as a light wintry mix. That would be snow, sleet, and or freezing rain east and north of Utica. This doesn't last for very long, though, because temperatures are expected to climb above freezing across the board. A cold rain throughout the late morning to early afternoon. We'll get some breaks in the rain on the drive home and just a few showers here heading into tomorrow night. Colder air begins to work in for Friday, and we'll see some light snow showers here Friday morning, along with some flurries lingering into the afternoon. A cooler, windy day with temperatures in the 30s. Rainfall, we're thinking about a ½ an inch to an inch of rain. And this is just a reminder, we have not had a lot of snow, but we don't worry about drought so long as we get the rain. And this is an example of one of the many rainfall events that we've had so far this winter. Drought, not a concern in the spring. Cloudy skies tonight down to 24. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, rain, high of 43. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Flurries return on Friday, a windy day, temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. Beautiful over the weekend, sunshine Saturday, Sunday. Early next week, temperatures in the 40s, sunshine. That's more reminiscent of the early to mid part of March as opposed to early February.
Wouldn't mind skipping ahead there. Get ready for spring.
We'll get
Way
a little
too
taste of it.
Little taste.
A little too early, though.
Oh, yeah, you know that. All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, a state lawmaker introduces a bill forecast. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. It is the dreaded cloud cover graphic.
Yeah.
But there's some good news.
We've had a lot more sunshine lately. The last 3 days, we've had more sunshine the last 3 days than we've had in almost the last 3 weeks. We're starting to get out of the cloudiest time of the year, and that has a lot to do with the sun angle. As the sun angle is getting higher, it has an easier time scouring out some of those low-level clouds. We'll be seeing a lot more of those clouds here tomorrow as our next weather maker approaches. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Skies remain clear for now. We're looking at dry conditions this evening, and it stays dry tonight. We're looking at clouds slowly meandering back into the region. Our current temperature is 26 degrees. And this will be about as cold as it gets tonight. We'll cool off a few more degrees. We'll drop down into the low 20s with increasing clouds. We've got a cold rain in the forecast for tomorrow. We're tracking when that arrives, how much rain we get, and we're also tracking a mild and sunny forecast, especially as we head into the weekend and beyond. To look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. President Biden's supporters.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look outside. This is our CAVV Tower Cam overlooking the city of Utica. Skies are looking mostly clear for now. We're tracking cloud cover that'll be working its way into central New York tonight. But again, for now, things are looking dry in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Heading out the door tomorrow, sidewalks could be a little icy in the morning. We're tracking the possibility of a light wintry mix east of Utica, east and northeast of Utica. By the afternoon, just about everybody will be seeing wet sidewalks. Temperatures trending warm, or at least warm for this time of the year. We'll be in the 40s for the most part throughout the rest of the week. Saturday is the cold day, a high of 31, a low of 18. That's the closest day to average. Usually in a typical winter, we're in the upper 20s to low 30s for the high and in the teens at night. But this winter has been anything but typical. It's been very mild. The radar and satellite image shows our next area of low pressure working its way into our region. This is going to go to the west. The storm track will follow something like this. And with a storm going to the west, that means we get a south wind. And so it produces rain instead of snow. Sometimes these produce ice too. This is going to be mainly a rainmaker as we head into the day tomorrow. It's cloudy tonight, it's cloudy tomorrow. We start out tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. with temperatures in the low 30s. Your morning commute should be dry. The rain arrives in the late morning. And in fact, it could start out as a wintry mix that would be snow, sleet and or freezing rain east of Utica, down the Mohawk Valley, into the deeper pockets of the Adirondacks. That doesn't last for long because temperatures will be warming up throughout the day. It's a slow warm up, but we'll be in the upper 30s here by 5 p.m. Rain in the late morning to early afternoon, and then just a few showers here for the evening drive. Tomorrow night, some patchy fog. Overnight lows will stay above freezing. Rain turns over to snow showers as colder air works in for Friday. 8 a.m., some flurries in the air, temperatures in the 30s. It looks to be a colder afternoon with cloud cover continuing. Total rainfall tomorrow looks to be about a half an inch to an inch of rain. And it's worth pointing out that just because we've been running behind on snowfall doesn't mean we have any concerns for drought in the spring because we've been getting these rain events. And the rain goes into the water table just like snow does, just a little bit quicker. Cloudy skies tonight down to 24. Tomorrow we're looking at rain throughout most of the day, a high of 43. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Flurries, windy Friday, 42. Weather looks nice for the weekend. Cooler on Saturday, 31. 41 on Sunday. We're into the low 40s with sunshine on Monday and Tuesday. Rain returns on Wednesday. We'll be right back.